Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Saipan.
This is the top 14 things that you can do in Saipan.
Aurora, welcome to Saipan! Cheers!
The most Saipan's special treasure is, without any doubt, the people. Pleasant and smiling Saipan's people are always able to chat and welcome you to their land. Meet the locals and you'll have a unique and authentic personal experience. Between all the warm and charming people we met, we are especially thankful to Frankie and Michael, two incredible and generous locals. They took us on a trip around the island, showing us its hidden secrets. Take a day and relax on Managaha, a small piece of land of about 1.5 kilometers. The island is a national park with no permanent residents, popular as a day trip destination which requires a $5 fee at the arrival. There are many ways to get to the island from Saipan in just 15 minutes, from the official ferry to many private companies which can offer trips for $20. You can enjoy yourself on its white sandy beaches, walk around the island and enjoy great activities such as parasailing, banana boat and jet skiing, but don't expect much of the snorkeling. And one tip, the boat companies say that the island closes at 3:30, but it's not true. Leave at 4 and the island will be yours for 30 minutes, since the tourists don't know. The standing, slippery path of stairs you will find Saipan's #1 tourist attraction, Grotto. Take a dip in the pristine water or simply enjoy its natural beauty from any of the platforms throughout the cave. You can jump off the small cliff, just float around or snorkel. This place provides one of the most incredible diving experiences on this planet, but be careful, though it takes some skills getting out of the water, especially in the windy days. There is no lifeguard and the swim can be risky, so we wouldn't recommend it for small kids. Tapochau Beach is one of the most popular and beautiful local beaches in the island. Besides the incredible transparency of its waters and the white color of the sand, you should know that it's a perfect place to set up and enjoy barbecue. Relax under the sand, swim, snorkel and eat. A perfect plan for your holiday, don't you think? At the end of the battle between Japan and the United States armies, knowing that Saipan was lost, the Japanese emperor sent out an imperial order commanding the Japanese civilians of Saipan to commit suicide, to avoid being captured by the Americans and promising a good spiritual status in the afterlife. Japanese citizens chose two specific areas at the north of the island and jumped to their deaths: Banzai Cliff, which now is a graveyard over the ocean, and the high cliff named Suicide Cliff, not far away. By the end of the fight, 5,000 soldiers and 22,000 civilians died by their own hands. Just horrible. Saipan has some of the best snorkeling spaces in Micronesia due to the clarity of the water and the diversity of the sea life. It's not uncommon to see sea turtles, eagle rays, white and black-tip reef sharks, lionfish, clownfish, octopus or coral heads, among others. Be careful and try to avoid the touristic places since the coral there is really damaged. Besides the incredible underwater life that you will find snorkeling and diving, you can also explore remains of many sunken ships as a result of the war. If you're just a beginner, don't worry, since there are tour guides that can train and certify you. The only way to get to the island is by Star Mariana's Air, which offers at least 12 daily flights. I recommend hiring a car and discover the gems of this beautiful and small island. Take a guide and learn about its history. For example, Northfield, the largest airfield in the world during the Second World War, or the famous Runway Able, a national monument known to be the place from where the planes which dropped the atomic bombs took off to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We are in Herman's Bakery, the best bakery in whole Saipan, and here we are with Michael, one of the owners. So please tell us what makes this bakery one of the most important ones here in Saipan.
Well, thank you Aurora for coming and visiting us. So we are Herman's Bakery, founded in 1944, so we're doing 74 years of family-run business. We have one of the most famous breads in all of Micronesia, maybe in all of the world if people have tried. It's called our sweet bread. And that was a recipe made by my grandfather. And he was able to serve the population after the war, where we got everything started from here at Herman's. We do breads, we do cakes, we do pies, we have a snack cafe in the front. We also do roasting for Thanksgiving meals, Christmas meals. We do turkeys, hams, roasting pigs. We do almost everything that a bakery could do with the giant ovens that we have here. So if you guys are ever in town, why don't you come on down, stop by. You can ask for me personally, and I'll gladly give you guys a tour and show you guys what we can do here.
I tried it and it's delicious, I swear. So come and visit us.
Thank you.
This particular island is famous due to its white color, which comes finally from the excrement of the birds. The lookout is nice, but it's so high up, so you can't really see anything in detail, and besides, it's very crowded. However, there is a hike that takes you to the actual beach by Bird Island. That is a great hike, and the snorkeling there is terrific. Enjoy a nice place for peace and relax at the top of the Tapochau. From there, you can see almost the entire island and the neighboring island of Tinian. There are informative boards talking about the Battle of Saipan during the Second World War, with references of what you are seeing from the peak. The drive to the top is a bit rock, so be careful with the car you rent. You can consider also hiking there from the foot of the mountain. One of the hot spots of the island is this historical site replete with tanks and weaponry used in the conflict during World War II. Get a sense of the artillery battle, seeing the spooky holes of the bombs against the mountain from the US battleships. Last Command Post Park is on the road to Banzai Cliff or Suicide Cliff. Visit it early in the morning to beat the crowds. Saipan was a Spanish colony for centuries, and as a legacy, even today you can see a strong influence of Spanish culture throughout the island, mainly through the large number of Catholic churches. One of them is genuinely special, and it hides in the village of Cagman. San Lourdes is a curious sanctuary built inside a cave. It might be because of its location in the middle of nature, surrounded by trees and the sound of birds, but you can certainly breathe and feel a deeply spiritual environment. Just kidding, just kidding! Located in Garapan, this is just a temporary casino, almost like a training ground, while the real casino hotel construction is ongoing. Imagine a Greco-Roman statuary with a grand staircase, all covered on gold paint. Discreet, right? Well, this huge casino is such a visual assault, but a must-see for its unique and excessive design, completely out of place in Garapan. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and travel with us around the world. Bye!